Welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin Beadle. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm coming at you with a newborn essentials. I have a little girl, her name's Audrey. She is almost 10 weeks old, so she'll be 10 weeks this week. But anyway, so we're almost out of newborn stage. I don't really know what exactly is considered newborn and then what is just considered a baby, but I feel like we're out of newborn stage. I feel like she's definitely turning into like a baby. But anyway, there's lots of stuff that I realized were actually pretty essential to having a newborn. So I thought I would share this with you, and yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe below and let's jump right in. So first division I'm gonna start with is actually feeding. When you're in the hospital, you'll have a lactation consultant come in and she'll help you with everything and teach you everything. But I remember when I was in the hospital, I was so tired that like it literally went like everything she said went in one ear and out the other because I was so exhausted. But they will help you figure stuff out, so don't stress about it, like figuring out how to feed your baby. They will help you with everything, okay? And if you decide not to breastfeed, which is totally fine too, then obviously you would want to get a formula before you go, because your baby still gotta eat, you know. I did pick up some formula just in case for some reason my milk supply is low, or if I randomly run out. Like I don't want to get caught in a situation where I don't have anything to feed her. And a few weeks ago I woke up and my milk supply was exceptionally low, and I figured out I think it's because I was dehydrated. So it was a good thing that we had this formula. So the formula that I would recommend, we have used it 2 or 3 times with Audrey and it worked great, is the Enfamil Inspire. It looks like this. And the reason that I chose this one specifically is because it says closest to breast milk. So I was like, And plus my mom told me that she used Enfamil with me, my sister, and my brother. So I thought I'd give it a try, and it totally worked great with her. So if you decide not to breastfeed and decide to go formula route, maybe try this one. See how your baby does with it. If you are gonna breastfeed, there's some things that you might want, you know. Okay, so first let's talk pumps, okay? So I have 3 different kinds of pumps. I have one that's an electric pump. So basically I just hook it up to myself and turn it on, and it helps me get the milk out, okay? I got the Medela. It basically looks like this. You plug in a little tube right here and plug it into the pump itself. It's a black bag, and put it on and turn it on and it gets all the milk out. So that's what this one looks like, and you just hook it up to the little pump machine. Then also I have a hand pump. It's actually in the dishwasher, but I'll leave a picture like right here, somewhere right here. And if I'm on the go, and honestly if like I need to get milk out immediately, I highly recommend this one. I was worried that a hand pump wouldn't help much, and some people it doesn't. Like I've read online, multiple women have trouble with a hand pump, but luckily this one did me great. So like totally works. Highly recommend it. And it's great if you are on the go, or like if you have to run errands and stuff and take your baby. Like you don't want to get caught in a situation where you're completely full of milk and then you're in pain. Like you could literally form a fever over not getting your milk out properly. So I have a hands-free letdown catch. Basically it's technically a pump, but it doesn't pump it out. So I'll feed Audrey on one side and then I'll attach this on the other side. It's called a Haakaa. Let me show you. It looks like this. It's just a silicone little thing, and basically you put it on, you squeeze it, put it on, release, and it latches on, and it catches all your letdown. So basically letdown is just when your baby gets onto your breast and starts bringing the milk down. It's called letdown. So you're not always continuously full, like it has to release, and usually it's triggered by your baby. I mean, you always have milk, but like it's usually triggered, and it's called letdown. But it's not just on one side, it happens on both, even if your baby's, obviously your baby's only on one side. So you attach this to the other side to catch all of the stuff that would essentially be dripping on your clothes. So this one, super cool. I didn't get this one until I was like a month and a half in. but I would highly recommend. It's really cool, really inexpensive. I think it was like 12 bucks, so I'll link this down below as well. Breastfeeding, I talked about this in my night routine a little bit, but you got to get yourself a good soothing cream for your breasts, because that's such a weird word, for your nipples, because if not, they can dry out and it gets really uncomfortable, and no. Okay, so the one that I used is actually just the one from the hospital. They just use lanolin, so I went and picked up a bigger tube of lanolin after I used the one from the hospital all up, and it's been working great. So highly recommend this. And you don't have to wash or like get it off or anything before your baby feeds. Now I typically will put it on after I feed her, that way it has time to soak in before I have to feed her again, or else like she's basically just eating it. So anyway, when it came to bottles, I had an idea of what I wanted to use. I wanted to use the Dr. Brown's just because they have an airway system. I don't actually have it in this one, I just put this together just for the sake of the video. But it has a little tube that goes down the bottle, and it helps control how much air your baby's taking in, which in turn helps with their gas. So if they have a bunch of gas in their tummy, it's gonna hurt, they're gonna fuss, it's not gonna be fun. So I decided to go with this bottle, and it is the Dr. Brown's Natural Flow. If you get the pack, they come like, you can get a pack basically instead of just one single bottle. And it comes with different size nipples for like as they get older, which is great in my opinion, because like I don't have to go buy a whole nother set of bottles or a whole nother set of anything really, because it all came in one pack. So highly recommend that. Yeah, these bottles have done us good. I'll pump, and then like at church I'll pack a frozen breast milk and then one of these bottles, and the little nursery ladies feed Audrey while I'm in church so that she doesn't go hungry and so that she doesn't get fussy. So these have worked great for us. Highly recommend. The thing is binkies. Okay, so these are really controversial. I feel like some moms are like yay binky, and then some are like no. Okay, I'm all about it. It totally soothes her, it makes her chill out, like she totally enjoys it. If she has her little reflex like in the night, like she'll wake up because of a startle or something, just her reflexes going off basically, this thing will put her right back to sleep. That's all I really need. So, and she just enjoys sucking it. Babies like sucking on things because it helps soothe them. So, and it really does. So anyway, we tried the other ones, like the ones at the hospital. We tried those for a while and she kept gagging, and I was like, no, not a fan. Like I don't want her gagging on binky. So we switched. My mom actually recommended that we try these, and they totally work awesome. It's called the Nook, something like that. Hold on, let's see if we can get it to focus on it. There we go. Yeah, and then if you can see, the nipple part has like a slant, which is supposed to mimic like an actual nipple. So it's really cool. She is able to latch onto this pretty well, and she seems to really enjoy it. So that's what we use for binky. Bless you, baby. For skin, babies obviously have really sensitive skin, and honestly every baby's different, so you just kind of have to figure out what works best for yours. So, but for us, we definitely use Dreft for laundry. Babies again have really sensitive skin, and so our usual Tide Pods don't really work that great with her, and I think it's just safe to go that route with babies, a softer detergent. And then for Audrey, we used Johnson's baby wash, and she did fine with it, but I don't know, I got kind of sketched out because I heard like a bunch of stuff about them putting stuff in their products. Do I know if it's true? No. Am I willing to chance it? Not really. So I just switched to the Aveeno Baby lightly scented wash and shampoo. It's a natural oat extract. Use what you want, use what works best with your baby, but I'm just saying, we use this one. It's very, very lightly scented, and it gets her nice and clean. So for actually moisturizing Audrey, you have to be pretty careful because babies can get extremely dry skin super easily. And so we use lotion on her pretty much every day. We use the Aveeno Baby Calming Comfort Lotion. It's lavender and vanilla scented. It just helps her calm down and really just keeps her moisturized. I also have the Johnson & Johnson's big pink one, which that one does wonders too. It really is a good product, but you know, I don't know, I just got sketched out. But again, do what you want. Okay, so for diaper changes, obviously newborn essential is diapers and wipes, like yes. And again, if you watch my night routine, I talk about how we use Pampers Swaddlers and Pampers sensitive wipes, which are unscented, just to keep her bottom from getting any rash or reacting to any scent or anything like that. Sorry, I have the diffuser going right here and I don't want it to like start coming over here. But anyway, diaper rash is pretty common, and Audrey doesn't get it bad anymore, but she was getting it for a little bit there. So we got some booty paste. It's Boudreaux's butt paste. I swear by this. We used this on my little brother when he was a baby, and then it was used on me when I was a baby, and I mean, it really heals up them rashes, so. Anyway, it really is a good product. As I was saying before my camera died, if you are breastfeeding, your baby can't absorb vitamin D from your breast milk, so it is important to go ahead and do vitamin D drops. Obviously talk to your pediatrician before you do this, but I'm pretty sure it's with all babies, but again, check before, don't take my word for it. I don't want to hurt you or your baby or anything. But I just use the baby D drops. They look like this, look like that, and I basically put a little drop on my finger after I wash my hands, of course, and put it in her little mouth, let her suck it off for a few seconds, and then we're good. So that is definitely an essential for your baby. Now when it comes to sleeping, we use a bassinet and a Snuggle Me Organic. I read up on it a lot. You're not supposed to put anything in your baby's bassinet or your crib, but Audrey was rolling like not like on her face or anything, but like very unstable in there, and it was making me super anxious. And so I looked up ways to make it more secure, and a Snuggle Me Organic was a way to go. So I went ahead and got one. She sleeps in it every night. She's totally chill. She doesn't roll over. It hugs her little body. Like, she's totally safe, okay? I mean, there's multiple different opinions and multiple different views on it, but it's worked great for us. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I will insert a picture of a Snuggle Me Organic right here, and then also I will link it down below, because we put that in her bassinet and it works great. So highly recommend. And it's supposed to be a co-sleeper, like if you want your baby to sleep in your bed with you, which is not recommended either, but Audrey has slept in our bed before and she was fine. Now granted, that probably really is unsafe, so maybe don't do that. But anyway, it is made as a co-sleeper, but we put it in her bassinet, that way she's snuggled in and it's not just this big open thing where she can roll all around. We put this on our registry. It's just this little camera basically that goes over her, and then you turn it on right here. This is just in case she's taking a nap in her bed, or I need to take a shower and she's taking a nap in the swing or whatever. That way I can always have an eye on her when she's taking a nap or sleeping, just because I don't know, it makes me anxious if I don't have an eye on her, which I mean, I think that's pretty normal. So yeah, so highly recommend this one. Like I said, you could just watch her, like I just watch her from right there, and it works great. A few more things, because she is starting to wake up and I need to go hang out with her. Baby's fingernails are really sharp as soon as they come out of the womb, so highly recommend these. Obviously, like, you can cut your baby's fingernails, but it is kind of scary because their fingers are so small. These jammies like this that zip up and then have the little feet on them, and then there's actually some that have like little gloves that go over. Highly recommend, okay, especially for newborn phase. They made life so much easier because your baby wakes up multiple times a night, and although some people say not to change your baby's diaper like during the night, if it's just pee, because it'll wake them up completely, and like, good luck, Susan. But if they go poo, you gotta change their diaper. Like, you don't want your baby sleeping in their poo. So these things are super convenient to just unzip, change her, put her back, and she's good to go. So highly recommend jammies that have the little gloves over them. These ones specifically don't, but, and then the little boots and that zip up, because they're just really convenient. So at the hospital, depending on what hospital you go to, they might give you blankets, but if not, like, obviously just get yourself some blankets. But these blankets from the hospital are actually the best, okay? We bought a ton of blankets to swaddle her in, and these are still my favorite for some reason. But yeah, so we just swaddle her in a blanket every night and put her in her little bed, and it works great. So I highly recommend also getting one of these. It's a little play mat. Basically, I lay Audrey on it and then she just plays. Hello. Hi. Mommy's doing a newborn essentials video. You want to be in it? Yeah. Hi, honey. Okay, anyway, it's at Target. It's awesome. She'll lay on this thing for like an hour straight, and it helps promote independent play so that she's not watching TV and she doesn't need me. She's learning how to entertain herself, which is wonderful. Obviously I play with her and stuff, but she needs to learn how to play too, like on her own. And then also the swing. Audrey loves her swing. Hi, honey. Hi, girl. What is you doing? How was your nap? You woke up? Did you wake up? You look happy. You want to play? Okay. Okay, we're gonna play in just a second. But this is the swing. Highly recommend getting a swing. Your baby can totally sleep in this, by the way. She's 100% safe. She's strapped in. Like, I could totally put this beside the bed and she sleeps fine. But I don't want her to get used to the motion of the swing. So that's why we have her in her bassinet. And then also, we have this little seat thing. I literally line them up in a row. Basically, I just put her in there and it's a self bouncer. So like, whenever she moves, it'll bounce her. It's called the Baby Bajorn. Yeah, and it's really great. If I'm cooking dinner or something, I can just bring it in the kitchen with me, and she's then with me in there. Okay, another must-have is obviously a car seat. I don't know where my mom got this. My mom got us the car seat and stroller combo, but this one's great. Just make sure that your baby is secure. Obviously, like, this thing is gonna keep her safe in case anything happens in the car, God forbid, but these are obviously essential.